Hi everyone, sorry for the delay. I'm going to go through the questions for the algebra homework. I think I set on Monday. So it's been a little bit of a delay. I'll go through these. I'm going to go through questions 3, 4, 5 and 6. Please email me and continue to email me or contact me with any questions that you would like me to go through. Okay, so Kiara is 7 years older than Jay. Okay. Martha is twice as old as Kiaria. The sum of their three ages is 77. Find the ratio of Jay's age to Kiaria's age to Martha's age. Okay, well I can't do that because I don't know what any of their ages are. It talks about like 7 years older and twice as much. This is a big clue to tell me that I'm going to use algebra for this, and I'm going to use algebra as such. So I'm going to come up with some expressions for their ages, basically. So I've got Kiaria, I know, is 7 years older than Jay. Okay, so if we call Jay X years old, if I know Kiaria is 7 years older, or 7 years older, 7 more than X, that's going to be X plus 7. And I know that Martha is twice as old as Kiaria. 2 lots of what Kiaria got. Well, Kiaria got X plus 7, so 2 lots of X plus 7 is 2 bracket X plus 7, which in turn I can expand. 2X, add 14. 2 times X is 2X, 2 times positive 7 is positive 14. I believe this would be my first mark. Then, the sum of their three ages is 77. They've given us this piece of information so we can form an equation. The sum of their ages, so Jay's age, which is X, plus Kiaria, plus Martha, so that's the sum of all their ages, or an expression for the sum of all of their ages, and that is equal to 77. I believe this would be our second mark. We formed an equation. An equation enables us to work out what X is, so I simplify first. X add 2X is 4X. Add 21 is equal to 77. Solve. Take away 21 on both sides. My equation becomes 4X equals 77 takeaways is 56. Divide by 4 on both sides. And we get that X is equal to 56 divided by 4 is 14. Right, so X is equal to 14. It's easy to then forget what the question asks at this point because you're proud that you worked out what X is. But the question says, find the ratio of Jay's age to Kiara's age to Martha's age. Well, Jay was X. And I've just worked out that X is 14. Kiaria's age was X plus 7. I know that X was 14, so 14 add 7 is equal to 21. And now I've worked out that X equals 14. I know 2 lots of 14. Then add 14. Essentially 3 lots of 14 would give me 42. So the ratio of Jay's age, Jay is 14, to Kiaria's age, Kiaria is 21, to Martha's age is 42. Now I could simplify this ratio. Let's just check the question though. Find the ratio of Jay's age to Kiara's age to Martha's age. Doesn't say in its simplest form, so I'm happy to do this. If you did simplify it though, by dividing each thing by 7, you would also get 4 marks. Question 4. Find the value of X. I have angles around a point. I have 2 unknown angles, and I know this one here is 90 degrees. What angle information do I know? I know angles around a point sum to 180. So I know 2x, add 3x, add 90. Sorry, equals 360. Did I say 180? I can't remember. Angles around a point sum to make 360. So simplify this. 5x add 90 equals 360. Solve. So take away 90 on both sides. It's going to give me 5x is equal to 270. Divide by 5 on both sides. And we get x is equal to 270 divided by 5 is 54. Okay, I could check that if I wanted to by putting the numbers into here, and they should sum to make, so 2 times 54 and 3 times 54, but I've done what the question asked. I've found my value of x. Okay. The diagram shows a right-angled triangle. All the values are in degrees. Work out the size of the smallest angle. Okay, right. So I know that angles in a triangle sum to make 180. Because this is a right-angled triangle, I know that that angle is 90. So 5x, add 7x, add 90. This is an expression for all of the angles in the triangle. The sum of the angles is equal to 180 degrees. Simplify. Solve. So take away 90. Very similar question to the question before. I get 12x is equal to 90. Divide by 12 on both sides. And I get x equals 90 divided by 12 is 7.5. Again, easy to think I've done all the work now, but we haven't, because it says work out the size of the smallest angle. Now, normally I'd substitute each one of these in with complicated expressions, but because this is 5x and this is 7x, I can see that 5x is going to be the smallest angle. So the smallest angle is 5x. That's the same as 5 lots of 7.5. which gives me an answer of 5 times 7.5 will mean that my smallest angle is 37.5 degrees. Question 6 was this main one people found difficult. So, ABCDE is a pentagon. A pentagon just means that it's a 5-sided shape or a 5-sided polygon. A polygon being a 2D shape connected by straight lines. Angle BCD, let's get this straight in my head, BCD, so this one here, is 2 lots of the angle ABC, ABC. So if I call this angle X, I know this one is going to be 2 lots of it. Work out the size of the angle BCD. Well, this one's a bit trickier because it's not an obvious angle. I don't know necessarily the sum of angles in a pentagon. But hopefully we can remember our formula for the sum of interior angles. So for a polygon, so this, I'm going to write it using this actually. So the sum of interior angles in a polygon, the formula is n minus 2, put that in a bracket, times 180. Now, if I had a regular polygon, i.e. all the sides were the same length, then I could divide it by n because I know all the angles are the same. But in this one, obviously, all of the angles are not the same. So this is going to help me work out what all of these 5 angles add to. In this, n is the number of sides. Well, it's a pentagon, it's got 5 sides. If I didn't know what a pentagon was, I could just count the number of sides on this. So I've got 5 minus 2, whoops. 5 minus 2 times 180. So that's going to tell me 3 times 180 is 540, I believe it is 540 degrees. This would be my first mark. I then know that the sum of all of these angles, so I know 115, add 125, add 90, add 2x, add x is equal to, that's an expression for the sum of all of my angles, is equal to 540. Simplify, so 115, add 125, add 90, gives me 330, and 2x add x is 3x, so 3x, add 330 is equal to 540. So that's going to give me 3x equals 540 minus 330 is 210. Oh, go away. Divide by 3 on both sides. Gives me x equals 70. Let's just double check what it asks for again. Work out the size of the angle BCD. BCD is 2x, isn't it? I know the angle BCD. So that's going to be 2 lots of 70, which is 140 degrees. Hopefully that helps, guys. Please keep emailing me with questions that you'd like me to go through. Thanks, bye.